Live again, Jax West, Stephen Avery Project, Justice with Jax, MAM Gossip. We are going over the Stephen Avery Calumet County Jail calls. The calls we're covering currently are before he went to trial, and Brendan is not a suspect at this point. He was just in jail, and they made sure he had access to the phone to use whenever and however long he wanted because they wanted him to implicate himself, which he never does. So, failure on their part. Don't forget to thumbs up the video so it can be found in search, and subscribe if you're not already, because maybe you'll get notified of when I go live. So it doesn't always work for everybody. So we are covering December 20th, 2005. There are 7 calls in total and last roughly around 87 minutes. Thank you very much, Becky. And this first call, which is number 339, there's like 1,000 calls in total. And we are only in 339. And we've been doing this for how long? This call is at 1:54 p.m. and it only lasts 9 minutes and 50 seconds. All of the calls can be found on the Foul Play channel on YouTube. They've got playlists divided by month. So if you want to skip ahead, I believe it goes all the way through March 2006, right? Is that where it's at currently? I don't know. I haven't looked. So if you want to skip ahead, you can find them all on the Foul Play, and they are courtesy of Kabloom Blam Zoom and AC, which is Rookie 1082. Those are their Twitter names, who filed the Freedom of Information Act to get all of these calls, and they are currently trying to get more. So I guess we're just going to be doing these calls forever. Forever. Thank you, Maz. April. Hoping it's not Debbie going to eat chocolate. No, I still keep going. Do I need to heat myself up some macaroni and cheese? So, all right, let's hit play on this first call. Number 339, 1:54 p.m., 9 minutes, 50 seconds. And hello, Nana.
Hello?
This is a public communication services collect call from
Always Mother.
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now. To hear the cost of this call, dial 8 now.
Hello? Yeah. Yeah? I got 2 5s up here now.
150.
Stephen Glenn is gonna know next week.
For what?
What you tell me to ask him.
Oh.
You call me on my cell phone.
Oh.
I mean, on your cell phone.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. And he ain't done with the tape. He said there's a lot of hours on there to look through the tape.
What tape is this?
If you've been watching the videos we've made today, I keep commenting on my friend Kat, who's trying to buy marijuana today, since today's first day recreational marijuana is legal here in Illinois. She did get in, and she says they have now cut off the line. They're not going to have enough to supply everybody, so people in line are now being turned away.
I'm wasted already.
Oh. Well, what time you get home?
A little while. Well, 1 o'clock, about a little after 1. About an hour ago. A little bit less. Yeah. And I just called Jim.
Yeah.
I went to look for that place that Barbara was supposed to look for.
Yeah.
Well, I never saw something like that. She is
She's retarded.
something, I don't know.
Bad word. Don't say that word.
Yeah.
I said, you didn't go far enough. She said it went up to 2900 block. It did not. It went up to the one I wanted. And that's way at the end. It was a gravel road. Not a gravel road, but just a different kind of road that isn't done in town yet.
Yeah.
Off of yeah. And there is cars sitting there, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't say that's been done, but
Oh.
yeah. Oh.
So you get hold of Jim?
No.
Oh.
I left it on the answering. I left a couple things on the answering sheet
Oh.
this morning.
Oh. I wish he'd stopped in already.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna call that Mary yet. Chucky left. Okay, watch outside in case the car comes in.
Where did he go?
We'll pick up a car in Michigan.
Where's Earl?
He never showed up.
What?
No.
I figured that.
The fishing.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to watch your business tomorrow. I know that.
Well, that's besides the point.
Yeah, I know. He should have came.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taylor's been staying here helping me. I'm surprised
Yeah.
that her mom left her.
Yeah.
She called her mom.
Yeah.
And then Arlen found something this morning on there about some bill. Chris told me this morning they couldn't find nothing. I just got to look through this here paper now. There's 2 papers here
Yeah.
that I got to look through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's all on it?
Oh, I'm going to tell me that now. I got to put my glasses on when I do that.
Well, didn't you look at it already?
No,
Oh.
I just got home
Oh.
and Chucky gave it to me.
Oh.
Arlen brought it out here.
Oh.
Yeah, and he phoned that on, what you call it, this morning.
Hmm.
Wisconsin bail bonds. Jail bail bonds and services, whatever that is. Bail bonds nationwide. Then they got a name on here.
Yeah. And don't say how much?
No, not on this one.
Does it got a number?
Yeah, that one has a number. Then I do the same one that I got here, though. And I said, look, here's Manitowoc County.
Yeah.
You select bail bond agents in Manitowoc County, Wisconsin. Ads by Google, whatever.
Mm.
And Debbie said you're supposed to call her.
I don't
She's
care.
waiting for your call, and you haven't called her.
I don't care. I was laying down.
Oh, you were? Okay. I'll let you go with that one then.
I told her sometime this afternoon.
Oh. She said usually you call her in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, need help. 1-800 and wait, that's the same number as that one. Here. Oh no, it ain't.
We'll call it and see what you can do. And see how much.
Now wait, there's another piece here. Nation service to all jails and courts. Bail stop.
I don't know anything about Jim, Becky.
How much money you put on the phone?
$465.
$465.
Yep.
And how did you get that much?
I invented it.
Huh?
I invented it.
Where?
I made it.
Where?
Well, I don't know. I took some of my quarters in.
You take all of mine?
Yes, I took all your change. You didn't have much change. $7 and something.
You said I had a lot of change.
Well, I thought it looked like a lot. That's all I came up to because I put it in a separate container.
How sad is that she's bringing in quarters so she can talk to Stephen?
Oh,
Oh, how much you add to it?
$60-some I put on there. Beside 200, like 200, let's see. And then I took the stuff out of the bank. Then I had some stuff here. It's empty now. Everything's empty.
Yeah.
Here.
And the account is empty?
The account must be empty because I took it all.
You closed it up?
Well, yeah, if I take it all, then it closes.
Oh, okay. Well, how much was the bill then?
It was, I don't know, just a little bit over 4, I think he said.
This call was from the Calumet County Jail.
He says, how do you
Call may be monitored or recorded.
He says, how do you do that? He said, we just got to verify it. But he
When the times that I went to the salvage yard, the 2 times that I spoke to Dolores, no other family members were around. So, oh, there's my cat at the window outside. So, no. And then when I was with like Chuck, Barb, Carla, and such, Dolores isn't mentioned. So,
That would be nice.
Yeah, and you get all your money back. Oh, $65 of mine.
Oh. Oh,
The first time I talked with Dolores, it was a couple weeks before
I sent you 100.
Huh?
I sent you 100.
the first rally. And so she was talking about how she absolutely did not want to go to it. And that's why I know that family forced her to go someplace she didn't want to go.
Just walk out there and tell him to stay. Wait, you just went to Mishkat. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Tell him he'll be right back.
Is it snowing out?
No, not yet. Debbie said it wasn't snowing up there either.
Oh, no?
No.
It's supposed to come today.
Well, I know. It was supposed to come by 9 o'clock, he said.
Yeah. So the first time I met with Dolores, I was there meeting. I was with Chuck and Barb and Scott and Carla. But she was driving her golf cart and I was walking from where the van had been parked to the bus stop when Dolores pulled up beside me. So I talked to her there. And then the second time I talked to Dolores, I was purposely going to her house to visit her. And the family didn't like me at that point. But that's when I was in Stephen's good graces. So Stephen knew I was going there. And I have Dolores' cell phone number. So I had called her in advance and let her know I was coming.
How about the office? Grandma, there's no one in the office. There's 2 cars here. Yeah, but no one's in the office.
Oh, yeah, Becky. She absolutely doesn't want to go. She doesn't want to go to any of that. She doesn't want to go over to Sandy's house and pose for pictures over there. She doesn't want to do any of that. She wants to be left alone.
Yeah, make some phone calls. I'll call you back later on.
Yeah, okay then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah, okay then. Bye-bye.
So now we're going into call 340. This is at 2:04 p.m. So when he hung up with Dolores, he then called Debbie. And this call lasts 15 minutes and 16 seconds. Oh, it's me, honey. As he was literally just on the phone with Dolores, bitching about, I'm calling her. I was laying down.
To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Hi.
Hi, honey. What took you so long to call?
I was laying down.
Oh, okay.
I just got up. I just talked to Mom for a couple minutes.
Oh.
She said, Daddy's he's wondering when you to call.
That's what she told you?
Yeah.
Yes, I thought maybe you got sick of me.
I was laying down.
Oh, you were laying down? Oh, okay. Yeah. Good. So how's your day going? Like always?
Yeah.
You talk to any attorneys or anything?
No, Mom did.
Which one?
No, Steve Glenn.
Oh, is there any good news?
Well, he said you'll know something next week.
Next week you'll know something?
Middle of next week.
Oh, cool.
Hello, Mary. Happy New Year.
Did you hear from Craig Johnson?
I didn't call him.
Oh.
I think I wait till next week to call her. Avery.
Okay.
He's the one who's doing the paperwork.
Yeah.
Right? Laying down, Debbie. Not thinking about you either when I'm laying down, because that's where she'd bring the conversation.
I just got to read through it. I'll call some numbers.
Oh, you mean from off the computer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you know what minimum wage is?
Minimum wage?
Yeah, for when you get paid to work.
It must be 4 something.
4 something?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what it is, and I thought it was 5 something. Alvita said it's 7 something. everyone has a different answer.
Oh, I thought it was about 455 or something, 460.
Yeah.
It could be 5 something.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what it is either, but Because I was going to look for a job. I don't know what minimum wage is because I'm getting more on my money.
That's extended.
I know. Well, it's kind of hard not to.
Why?
Well, if I want to talk to you, I have to pay the phone thing. And those ads in those papers, too. But maybe I'll put an extension on mine.
Oh, Kat, you can't catch a break.
For the buyer's guide?
No.
Maybe. I'll see.
Yeah, if we get more in.
Right. Is your mom getting more in?
No.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's
dark out.
Yeah. It's been nasty all day.
Yeah,
Like,
it's supposed to storm. It's
I
a
know.
snowstorm.
We're supposed to get up to what, 7 inches, I think?
Yeah, could be. I think it's supposed to be more over by you than here.
Yeah.
You really shouldn't bring up inches when you're talking to Steven either.
I did my exercise.
Or when you're talking to Debbie, I should say.
Yes, and then they made me tired. I'll get used to them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
did you get your mail?
Didn't get none today yet.
Oh, okay. Now, you might be getting a blue envelope
Yeah.
from me, a letter, a card or letter.
Yeah.
And don't take forever to open it either.
Oh. Well, last night I looked at the other one and that ad fell out. I said, oh, here it is.
Where was it?
It must have been stuck in an envelope.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. And so, yes, you just got that one yesterday, or was that one sitting around a long time?
No, that was sitting around for 2-3 days.
Oh, yeah. You know something? This might backfire on you someday. You let your mail sit around, and then something important will be said, and you won't even know. Do you do that with your attorney?
She
mail?
just doesn't understand. As has been said, he's just not that into you.
Well, everybody knows something about attorney.
Doesn't care to read your mail.
Okay.
You say you're sending him love letters,
Well,
and he doesn't read them.
Look at that one right away.
Yeah.
You don't have to the other ones if you don't want. Oh, no, I was worried. I thought, no, what happened? He ain't calling. Did he get sick and tired of me? He ain't going to never ever call me again. And then I called your mom, and she didn't know either because she was uptown.
Yeah.
So, what nationality are you?
I don't know. You should ask Mom that.
Ask your mom.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a little Indian and a little English, but
German?
my sister said a little German, but I don't want to be German
Right.
because Germans are hot-headed and they're know-it-alls. They're stubborn.
I got German in me.
Huh?
I got German in me.
You got German in you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it must just be a very little because you don't have none of those characteristics.
Becky.
Because you ain't a know-it-all and you ain't stubborn.
I can be stubborn once in a while.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, really? Steven's not stubborn.
My daughter's hollering at her son.
Oh.
He's crawling around on the floor.
Well, that's what he's supposed to do.
I know he's supposed to do that, but he's going in the wrong place. He was going over by the curtains, and I don't know what he was going to do.
Oh.
He likes to pull the curtains down because he likes to hang on to them.
Thanks for the plug, Nana.
When he stands up,
Yeah.
and the curtains come down.
Yeah.
Oh well. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, what's your mom doing today?
I was going to do some phone calls and everything else.
Yeah. She said that you talked to Chuck this morning.
No.
Oh, she said Chucky took one of your calls this morning.
Well, no, I told him that they don't accept it.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Huh?
You didn't call? Did you try to call this morning at your mom's?
Yeah.
Oh, but then she wasn't there, so they didn't accept it.
Yeah, I told him not to send it.
Oh, that way. So okay, I know.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, he answered the phone every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he had to go to Michigan to pick up a car now.
Okay. Yeah. So, did you find out if I can come Sunday or don't you know yet?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know yet?
No.
Okay.
I'll know tonight.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a
Yeah.
friend of mine scrolling through my news feed. She's got pictures of her smoking pot.
Is it quiet around there like normal?
Yeah.
It is here too.
Uh-huh.
It is here too. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Scott, be quiet. I'm on the phone. Steve's mocking you. Oh, you can be my baby, Steve. You can cry and be my baby, and I'll breastfeed you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah. I have to put my pants, push my pants.
Oh man. Maybe I won't change up.
Yeah, see?
Oh man.
As long as I ain't got the runs.
So sorry, cat.
I don't right on her leg. Oh man.
I don't know.
There. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna go get some diet food.
Oh, yeah?
What kind of food's good for diet food?
Garbage. It's all garbage.
Garbage?
Yeah. Use regular food.
Just eat regular food?
Yeah. Just don't need as much.
Right. I know you don't need it as much, but I don't know. Fruits and vegetables?
Yeah, that's all good.
So.
Meat.
Huh?
Meat.
Meat?
Yeah.
You don't eat meat when you're on a diet, do you?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
Stay away from your carbs.
Oh. Okay.
Like
I know.
potatoes.
Huh?
Potatoes.
Eat potatoes?
No, don't eat potatoes.
I love carbs.
Bread.
Yeah.
It's all carbs.
Potatoes.
Yeah.
Carbs, like a carburetor on a car?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah, that's how you gain your weight. Is all your carbs.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, right. I mean, if I'm watching my grandkid who's right there in the room with me, I'm not going to be like, ooh, time for sexy time. Weird.
Eat a lot of meat, you'll lose it too.
What kind? Beef?
It don't make a difference.
Oh,
As long as it's meat.
okay. A lot of meat helps you lose weight?
Yeah.
Okay.
But not a lot of meat, but you know. It's when you're hungry, you eat meat.
Okay.
Stay away from your noodles, your breads, and your potatoes, and fries.
Stay away from noodles. I need to go get my macaroni and cheese.
So.
Or make yourself a sub.
What?
Make yourself a sub.
A sub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something I actually like to do is when I'm trying to eat healthier is Jeff and I for lunch will do a sandwich, but I'll have romaine lettuce for the bread, no bread.
Are you fat free?
You know, so put the meat in between
You better be.
2 leaves of romaine.
How many calories are you?
I don't know.
Oh.
You have to figure that out when you put it in your mouth.
Oh. You got a lot of meat?
Oh, I don't know. You find out.
Oh. That would be interesting to find out. Oh, man. So.
Becky, by chicken sticks, was that meant to be chopsticks?
Scott, be quiet. His mother's going to give him a bottle.
There you go. That's what I thought. Chopsticks. Whenever I go to a Chinese restaurant with my girlfriend who's Chinese, you know, I'm always amazed watching, you know, her. Oh my God. Sorry. Just saw something funny in my other screen. I've never even attempted to use chopsticks.
You can't get my bottle.
He's mocking you, Vita. Oh,
Suck on the bottle.
Huh?
I need to suck on a bottle.
Steve said you're supposed to suck on a bottle, Vita. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did your mom
Yep.
get it? She got everything situated with your dog?
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Yeah, I think so.
She did.
Yeah.
Because I know she had to go get him some dog food.
Yeah, she got him some more, so she filled up the container.
Oh, so it'll last him a while?
Yeah, that should last him at least a month.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because if she got a big bag.
2 big bags.
Oh, did she too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that fills up the container almost.
Hmm?
That fills up the container almost.
Oh,
Container I got.
okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, then he's all set for a while.
Oh, yeah.
So.
She don't have to worry about him.
Hmm?
She don't have to worry about him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah.
I'm glad you called me.
Yeah.
Yes, I was thinking about you all night.
Oh. Yeah.
And I think about you all day and all night.
Oh. Yeah.
Your mail should be coming pretty soon.
Well, sometimes I get it at night, too.
At night?
You know.
Why?
I don't ever get time to do it.
Oh, I always thought you got it like now.
Anywhere from, once in a while I get it at 11:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes all the way to, 5 o'clock?
Mm-hmm. The courthouse is open today, ain't it?
Yeah.
Well, then you should get your mail today.
Yeah. I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I suppose I gotta go to my canteen this year.
What's here?
My canteen.
Your canteen?
Yeah.
I've never attempted to use them. I think fork and spoon is way more useful than that. So I'll stick with my fork and spoon. So now we go to call 341. It is 3:40 p.m. and this call lasts 16 minutes and 42 seconds, and assume it'll be Dolores again.
Hello?
This is a public communication services collect call from
Yeah, it's me.
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Huh?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Washing a load of her clothes that she got her good pants all full of mud on her knees. And a good sweatshirt that she just got for Christmas.
Oh.
Bye, dog. You can get kids, dog.
What?
I got the kids now. Shut up. Yeah. He loves it. I called Jim. I didn't get no answer. I did his letters on the answering machine. Then I called Mary to see if she had heard from him.
Yeah.
You talked to Mary already. Did you ever know that?
No.
Yeah, when you first got out of jail. Out of the other one. The other time.
Yeah.
Prison. Yeah, she had called you. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't remember.
He congratulated you when you got out. And all that. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you'll let me know if Jim comes up that way.
She didn't talk to Jim?
No.
Well, what the hell's going on?
I don't know. She said he could be investigating. That he doesn't get back to her. So what's all this? I'll call him tomorrow morning.
Well, you're supposed to go to the leads first.
Yeah, I know. That's what she said. He said that he was going to do. So I don't know. Oh my God.
I don't know.
I don't know either. You're not done with work yet? I've been sitting on the phone a lot this afternoon. since I got home.
No.
Yeah. What's this supposed to be, Chucky? Another number? Who's that? Jim who? The PI?
What he call?
The PI. Yes, he.
Did he call?
No.
Well, why would Chucky have a number then?
No, it's for talk to Jim. I'm supposed to give him this number, I suppose, huh? So he talks to him? He was here? Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Wait a minute, hang on. Here. It's reading you.
Hello? Huh?
Yeah?
What?
Jesse.
Huh?
Jesse.
Jesse.
Oh, Mexican?
Yeah?
Comes out here all the time.
Yeah?
He was here this Saturday. That Saturday.
Yeah?
He's just got some shit tell him, that's all.
Oh, is that what the State Coopers?
No, this is a different guy.
Oh, that's a different guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh. I see. So we're getting more and more there.
Well, yeah.
Well, did he tell you what it was?
Yeah.
Oh. Something about them?
Yeah.
Oh. Is it good?
Sounds fairly decent, yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Here, Grandma.
Oh. I see. Yeah. Yeah, we only got 2 weeks left. We gotta have all that shit done.
Yeah. Well, every little thing with their sloppy setup.
Yeah, but if
it'll prove that they're wrong.
Yeah, but if we can get it all before court,
well, yeah,
they might dismiss it.
We'll see what we can do. That's all we can do.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
So, no, you're not back.
Oh, okay then.
Oh.
Yeah?
Hey, put that little snotty thing on.
I should put that snotty thing on?
Yeah.
Here. I want to talk to that snotty thing. Yes?
You get snotty?
I ain't getting snotty.
You better be taking care of my dog.
Well, what are you saying? And my dog, don't joking.
You what?
Yes, I'm taking care of your dog.
No. Your dog?
Macaroni and cheese time.
Oh. Okay, what about dogs then?
Okay.
And Grandma's dog.
Hello, be happy.
You're just moving here.
I haven't heard anything about raising any money or any big Christmas thing this year. I would assume whatever they do now, they would keep it on the down low because there's so much negative reaction to them doing that.
No, they weren't.
And I'm going to guess they're not getting that many people that are going to donate to them.
Oh. I see them.
I am. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
down there.
The Bible don't give a shit. None of them don't give a shit down there. Yeah. There's something in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got a new collar.
A new what?
A new collar.
A new car.
See, Kayla's sweet.
It was cutting the hair off his neck.
And so there she is taking care of Dolores, taking care of Bear. She's 15 at this time.
I didn't like that.
And the family is so mean to her.
Why?
Why?
I didn't like it.
Oh, yeah?
It's when you eat this, they have a call.
Call from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
I think so too, Becky.
So you being good?
Yes.
Yeah? Oh. So what does Mama say? Not too much?
Oh, she does be happy. She I used to talk with her quite a bit until she got into Carla in Barb's clutches, and then they convinced her I was a bad person. She is devoted to her grandma and calls her grandma her best friend.
Well, Marie's fat though a little. She got to lose some weight.
And then what are you saying to me?
Hey, you got to do. Yeah. Yeah. So what does Marie say about me?
Nothing.
Nothing? How about
my
you?
mom? My mom?
Oh, yeah?
What the hell is that?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. What did she say, Steven? I didn't understand it.
She must be really talking.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Oh, well.
Yeah, I guess.
She'll get over it.
What?
She'll get over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah?
I got plans.
You got plans?
Yeah.
For what?
Your mama.
What are you going to do to her?
How you going to do nothing with her? Yeah. We just take
Oh, I don't think he should be saying that.
Yeah. False information.
What's that?
She said I was guilty.
Lying.
Lying.
Lying?
Yeah.
Lying?
Yeah.
Lying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Becky, because, yeah, that's what causes kids to feel suicidal, attacking them for their weight, whether they're too big or too skinny, because that was my problem as a kid, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I was way underweight, and I was constantly made fun of for how skinny I was. Now I don't have that problem.
Grandma and Mommy.
Oh. Okay, I suppose I'll talk to Grandma again.
Okay.
Okay.
Now take that off of that intercom. Push the button. There.
Huh?
She had it on the speaker.
Now I know she did. Yeah.
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 I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Yeah, she can be a little bugger, huh?
Who?
Candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't find Mary's number, and then it dawned on me. I looked. I got so frustrating.
Mm.
And then I found it in this envelope that's by the table here.
You know?
Well, I had it.
Get a tablet. Put it in there.
I look. As soon as I get time.
What do you mean? As soon as you get time?
I don't have any time.
Don't tell me you got no time.
Where have I got time? I haven't done my dishes for 3 days.
Hey, you look for things for so long.
I know.
And then you would have time. You wouldn't have to be searching.
Yeah. You'll get all together. No worries.
They absolutely do, Nana.
I could jump in the hole and cover it.
Oh.
That's how frustrated I get.
Well, me too. You do it any year, fucking Jim. You don't hear nothing from Jim.
I know, that gets me so frustrated when he don't call me back or something.
Yeah.
He can reverse the charges if he has to.
Yeah, do anything.
He must have a cell phone, though.
When you talk to him, you ask him.
Yeah.
I get it.
I don't know who these people are that they're talking about. Jim and Mary. I don't know who they are.
I don't know. There's something. Well, at least more people are coming forward, huh?
Yeah, it's about time. Oh, yeah. You and Mary talked about 15 minutes on the phone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, on your cell phone.
Yeah, but that don't cost nothing anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's something.
But we're going to have a lot of information for your side.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Especially the dead end. That Bible couldn't find it, did it?
She's retarded.
I don't know why she couldn't find it. Because it was like gravel or whatever that road.
Yeah.
She didn't go down any farther. She went to 2,900.
Yeah, but she didn't have no time for that, to look for it.
I suppose not. Kayla says, I tried her. ended up at the right road
Oh,
with the right address.
oh.
Lisa found it. So good. Yeah.
Mm.
I know where it is.
You know where it is?
Yep.
Where is it?
Huh?
Where is it?
Down at Dead End Street.
On which side of town?
No, wait. The west side about. You know where the public service is?
Yeah.
Well, down around that.
Oh.
Just before you get there.
Oh.
Yeah. And you gotta go all the way down to get in.
That's where she was too?
No, she was up on the blacktop or the highway, whatever the roads are made out of in town.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't go any farther. She didn't go to the dirt part.
No, I'm talking about who was there.
Who was there?
Yeah.
She was supposed to be there.
Oh.
How rude you say her name.
This call was from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
That's your aunt.
I agree, Nana.
Aunt? Teresa's to your aunt. That one. The one in Trivers. Yeah, and you know what I call her? Aunt. But I'm not saying.
Oh. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna take her down.
She's playing a little game.
Candy. Oh yeah, I'm gonna sue her for everything she got.
Well, that would be Earl then.
It'd be Earl's. No, she works. She can go. She can leave.
Put that chair in for that dog.
Earl will get full custody of them kids. Yeah.
You'd hear that if they get my calls with Steven, is he's always talking about that he's going to sue people.
No. Because look what you do with them kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, the state owes me.
The state owes you?
That's right.
I know they do.
So they should give me what I want then.
Yeah, that's what that Mary said too. And then some.
Yeah.
Yep. And that she said that's what they're scared of.
Yeah.
Where did you get that from? Well, I'm supposed to know where you would get from.
Well, that's why Be Happy. The thing that I stand on is these calls show that Steven's not
Well, you gotta call Jim for that other one too.
a nice person,
The other guy.
but they also show that he's innocent and didn't kill Teresa Halbach.
Tell them put it on an answer machine. Tell them to call you and to come out.
I told Mary that if she talks to him, she should tell him I want to see him out here.
Yeah.
He knows where I live.
Yeah.
Everybody knows where you live now, yeah, everybody knows where I live. Everybody knows where I go.
Yeah.
If I go to somebody else's show, see, they know that.
Check your car out.
No, not yet. He was busy today.
Oh.
His house is the best house in the universe. If you don't shut up.
Yeah, I suppose then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So otherwise, you just call Debbie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did she have any news?
No.
No.
I think Kayla's the only person that Dolores can truly have fun with.
Some realtors.
Isn't people bitching at her,
So she can call and see if they're fun.
want something out of her,
If they're fun.
talking about Steven
You get anything in the mail?
or anything. Kayla just seems to like goof around and makes her grandma smile and laugh.
Yeah, I suppose not, guys. Maybe I'll call you after supper or 6 or something or whatever.
Yeah, okay then.
Yeah. Okay then.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
So he hung up with Dolores and went in to call 342 at 3:59 p.m. This call's only 4 minutes long. My macaroni and cheese. It's like, so calls Debbie again. I boiled the elbow macaroni And then in the pan, we have jars of cheese you can buy. That's so I always buy multiple flavor cheeses, so there's cheddar and Alfredo and all that. And I'll spread some of the cheese sauce on the bottom of the pan. I also sprinkle some Parmesan and Romano. And oh my God. Here I am going to talk about food over her asking about her letter. Then I also do shredded cheese. So there'll be some cheddar cheese, and I always put some Parmesan there too, and some mozzarella. Mozzarella gives it the nice stringy. And then you put noodles, and then you put more of the sauce and Parmesan Romano and and then you do some of the shredded cheese again, and then I put panko breadcrumbs on top, and then bake 350 until you think it's done, till the cheese looks like how you want it.
So, yeah.
Looks like you got some more information today.
What's that?
Some guy was out there Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
When this happened.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh. You mean last Saturday?
The Saturday when this happened.
Oh. So.
Yeah.
Does he know much now or what?
Which one of Kayla's sisters are you talking about, Becky? Marie or Brittany?
Oh, okay.
It is pretty good.
Is he hard to get a hold of?
Yeah. I don't know, he must be investigating.
Yeah, maybe she could just leave a message.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, so he knows you're calling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you'll get up after all pretty soon.
You know what? As long as this is all done before court.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
They might have to throw it out.
Throw what out?
Throw the whole case out.
Yeah, if they get enough evidence and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
So Kayla and Brittany will be close and then fight and then close and then fight.
They don't because they're scared.
Brittany has actually changed her last name. She is no longer Avery. Brittany changed her last name legally to be LaFlash, which is her mom Candy's maiden name. So Brittany has issues with the family and then doesn't and then does, and I don't know. It's hard to keep track of who likes each other and who doesn't. But I know Brittany is the one that has used this case to, like, she was selling stuff, and I can't remember what it was she was selling, and then was posting the link for people to buy stuff off of her. So somebody else trying to profit off of the case.
You sexy man.
Yeah, you sexy woman.
Now you got me going with your breathing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, then.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Whew. All right, we're done with that call. Now we go into call 343 at 4:46 p.m. This call lasts 20 minutes and 54 seconds. So, going to be Dolores again, I assume.
Hello?
This is a public communication services collect call from an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
You
Thank God this wasn't a Dolores call.
Oh, Crowley. You. Yeah. The lady from New York called. Her name is Laura.
Yeah.
She said that she wanted to know if she could interview me, and I think she's going to make a film or something. The way she's talking.
She's got a talk show.
Yeah. she wanted to know if
Just eating my last bite now.
I told her I would, and she said she's going to try to find as many people out here that's supportive of you and interview them and stuff. And she wants to.
We don't see any of Debbie in Making a Murderer, right? Except for when she's attending court cases. So I wonder how much the documentarians talked to her.
I said I think you did, but I wasn't positive, but I thought you did. And because she said when she was out here before, she talked to the Hallbox side and everything, and she'd like to talk to your side and interview people and stuff, because
she talked to the Hallbox side.
The better it will be for you to have a better chance of being clear.
Huh? We don't see anything with the Hallbox in it.
I told her I talked to her, and she said she'll probably come out the week of January. Well, let me see, around the 12th or the 15th she'll come out, because she said the latest the 15th, because your court date is what, the 17th? Yeah. And she said she's going to try to come out the 12th, but the 15th at the latest, and talk to people and stuff. So, and she was wondering if they'd let her bring her cameras in and interview you where you're at in there. And I said, I don't know if they would or not.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I said you'd have to ask them and find out. So yeah. So that's what she wanted.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. Yep. So, and I told her you're innocent, because she said there's a lot of people. A lot of them were saying you are and some ain't and all that. And I said, yeah, I don't know the percentage or anything, but yeah, I heard both. But I think more and more are going to think you're innocent, especially if the more publicity gets out. Yeah. Because she said she wants to try.
Maybe we need to do a Making a Murderer watch party.
Have a better chance. Yeah.
And go through that again. But it's so hard to. It's with so many of these calls to get through. It's like, do you stop with calls and do, the 10 plus hours of Making a Murderer and then go back to the calls? Do we wait until we're through with all of the calls?
It was on the front page of the New York Times paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was way out there in New York.
Yeah.
But didn't you say it was over on the East Coast also?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It might. I think it is. But it's getting all over now, not just local.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah. And that's what I want.
Yep. That's right. So.
Make them look bad.
That's right. And she said.
Yeah, I know, Mary, that I've seen her. And obviously we've seen the mullet. But there was never anything in Making a Murderer where she actually speaks, is there? I don't recall.
Yep. So, yep. But I'm glad she's going to do this.
And I know I just always assumed that she was like a family member when I saw her sitting in court.
So maybe she's going to be your big break. So. Yeah, but she's not coming out till next month, around the 12th or the 15th.
Yeah,
she said she'll call in advance and to set up an appointment time and stuff. Yeah. She'll probably be calling your mom some more too.
Oh yeah.
So she wants to interview you, and I said I don't know if they'll let you bring their cameras in the jail. My personal opinion is no, because she said, are they hard nosed or are they pretty reasonable in there? And I said they're hard nosed. Because they are.
Yeah.
They're miserable. So, but I told her I just have to
ugh, boring.
I don't know. So, yeah. I thought it's about time.
Yeah, Jane, they had to have, because she's talked with them, and I don't recall seeing any of it.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't talk too long, maybe about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So she said she'd call me back in a couple weeks. So she asked me how far it was from your house. I said, I don't know, about 70 miles, I think it is.
Yeah.
And she said, which direction? I said, straight west. You can't go any further east or you'll be in the Lake Michigan. So, yeah. But I told her it's about an hour and a half.
Oh, well, that's nice, Becky. That's what I'm hoping for. You know, that these calls will go quicker eventually.
So there are people out there.
Brendan confesses, forced to confess March 1st.
Well, I think it will once the investigation is done.
Yeah. Like you said, maybe it won't even have to go to trial if they get enough evidence and enough people.
We get enough evidence right here. The 17th, they're going to have to dismiss it.
Yep.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Yep. And I'm glad that finally things are looking up a little better.
Otherwise, the judge will have to order an investigation done.
Mm-hmm.
Investigation.
Yeah. But you're doing one right now anyways.
Yeah, but I'm saying with the big dogs.
Oh, okay. Now I see. Yeah. Yep. So, no, finally, this looks like things are starting to go in your way. For the longest of the time, it looked like nothing was happening. So, but this stuff takes time, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a lot to sort out and investigate.
Yeah.
And the more they investigate, the more they find out, the more they get suspicious.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I know, and I'm glad. So, and I'm glad this lady's coming out so she can let the public know how it really is.
Yeah.
The TV stations do to a certain extent, I guess.
Yeah.
Especially 26.
Yeah.
So, but I'm glad.
Yeah.
So people know how it really is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's what that was all about.
Yeah.
So, what you have for supper? Oh, okay.
The documentarians mentioned something at some point on how they.
Oh, it almost sounds like a spoiled dinner.
Yeah, be happy. It was something like that they, you know, but
Yeah.
how did it come to them in New York? I think it might be, you know, that one of them was in law school, right? And so they knew about his 18 years prior and now this, so they wanted to see how he would be treated in this case. Ah, very good, Becky. Read about the civil case in the New York Times. There you go.
Yeah. She's still out in New York right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because when she called, she said she was out in New York yet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Almost 5 o'clock.
Huh?
I say it's almost 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Pretty soon the news will come on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is going to be a long weekend now.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve. So,
Last one.
I'm glad.
Yeah, me too.
And then maybe people can get down to business because the holidays will be out of the way.
Yeah.
So, and that oil company at Exxon, I can maybe get a hold of. They said January 3rd.
Oh, really, Kat? In context, are they somebody that does wrongful convictions, or is it something completely different?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I have to see.
Yeah.
Excellent point, Aussie. Yeah, thank you, New York Times.
Yes, they can. Yes, and there's more than one investigating too. Isn't there? Like there's your investigator and then there's your attorneys.
You know what? Them are worthless.
Huh?
Them are worthless.
Who is the attorneys?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why I don't even tell them nothing no more.
Oh, okay. But you do have that investigator though.
Yeah.
Good. Did your mom get a hold of him?
I don't know. I haven't talked to her again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, I'm glad that things are going in your way at least a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, they have been.
Mm-hmm.
More people are talking. More people are going to talk.
Yes, that's right.
You know, it just takes time.
Yeah, it does. It takes time. So.
Yeah. And I'll call a lawyer Tuesday.
Okay.
Kat, I could totally see a psychologist being interested in this case. That makes complete sense.
I ain't gonna.
Oh, it's so stupid.
I ain't gonna be in Manitowoc County.
I don't blame you one bit, or even Calumet.
No.
Because they're, like you said, they're in on it together.
Yeah. They work together.
Yes, I believe it. So,
Yeah, it should have
just the
been,
way they talk.
yeah, it should have been another county, like Green Bay or something.
That would be what, Brown County or Dale
Yeah,
County?
Brown.
Brown. Yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah, Manitowoc County should have had nothing to do with this case in any way, shape, or form.
so now they're going to be in worse trouble for doing all this to you.
Yeah.
They would have been better off just to have left you alone.
Yeah.
So now you're going to retaliate.
Yeah, I always do.
I don't blame you. I would too. So, because you didn't do nothing wrong. They're the ones being jerks about everything.
Yeah, I was minding my own business, doing what I have to do.
That's right. That's right. They should have just left you alone. But they're going to wish they did when this is done with.
You know?
Some of those will be where you are, and you'll be where they're at.
Yeah.
You trade places.
Yeah.
So.
And I'll feed them.
That's right.
Yeah.
You'll feed them.
Yeah.
So, yep, they're going to see what it was like for you.
Yeah.
So, jerks. And I won't feel sorry for them either.
No, I won't either.
So, yep.
Yeah, then they talk about, oh, this ain't justice. You can't do this to me. I can do anything I want to do.
That's right.
You did it to me. Why can't I do it to you?
That's right. And they're in the wrong. You never was.
Yeah.
So there.
I can't help it. There's dirty people that's trying to set me up.
That's right. That's right. You can't. And them are the ones that are going to be in trouble.
Yeah, as long as we can catch them.
Yep. That's what your investigator's doing, though, isn't it?
Trying to put the blame on them, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if we would ever find out who did it.
Uh-huh.
The cops ain't going to talk about other cops.
Mm-hmm.
Most times they don't anyway.
Yeah, but still, you think they'd have a way of finding out by questioning them?
No.
No.
LM, I remember like the first time I watched Making a Murderer, that's the impression that I got.
I suppose.
Unless it's a good cop, you know.
But I don't know.
Give a shit. You know, there's a couple of them.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Because, yeah, it wouldn't make sense.
The sheriff said, prove it.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Even by that statement, there's something wrong.
That's right.
There's got to be something where you can find the timeline.
Yeah. I don't have no time for them anymore. You can't trust the cops.
No.
You can't.
No.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure there are the good ones, but how do you know which is the good ones and which is the bad ones?
Yeah, you don't.
That's what I mean.
I really would like to talk to Stephen's jury. Not the guy who was dismissed, who is just all about being like a fangirl now. And not the ones that were planted by Manitowoc. The other jurors. I really would love to talk to one of them about this experience. Becky, we were talking about, were Moira and Laura, the documentarians, doing anything about Stephen's case, you know, so the civil case, so prior to Teresa going missing?
I suppose when they get a chance, they do it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They ain't going nowhere, I guess.
Yeah. Pretty soon you will be.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Pretty soon.
Getting shorter. Getting almost 2 weeks.
Yep. And I'll be so glad when you get out.
Yeah.
You will be the gladdest of anyone.
Mm.
But, yep.
Oh, there's your daughter.
There's the old-fashioned phone again.
I told my sister to answer that phone. She's getting it. So.
Mary,
Tell her to get up off the couch.
Huh?
Tell her to get up off the couch.
She did.
I was torn between Scott
It's for you.
and Ryan Hilgas after watching it the first time. Okay, Becky, thank you.
Hi, Steve.
Oh, hey. What you doing?
This is Debbie's sister.
I know.
I'm sitting on the couch looking at Christmas pictures I was going to send to my boyfriend.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Oh.
Her boyfriend.
Boyfriend?
Yes, I found out his sister didn't know what she was talking about, and he wasn't using drugs.
Oh.
Because I just talked to her. She goes, Randy was telling the truth. There was a mix-up. So I don't believe him. Now he's mad at me.
Oh.
I guess you can't blame him.
I don't know. Yeah, some people do. They gotta make it bigger than what it is.
Yes. Right now I don't have no money. Well, I hope things work out for you.
Yeah, I hope so. I think so.
Yeah, I hope so. I don't think you belong in there.
Yeah, me either.
So,
More people are talking now.
yes.
Chunky just got some more information.
Just that scene with Ryan Hilgas and Mike Hallbach.
So when I go to the investigator, you can check it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's just there's all something not right in that scene. The way Michael was looking at Ryan, that you knew they knew where the car was.
Oh,
Yes. Now, what's wrong? She said, you're rude. He was in the
Yeah, Aussie. Somebody said that before too. That Debbie's sister is also with an inmate.
Oh,
yeah.
oh. She said you were telling her about investigators.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was some. They're not even supposed to be calling me on that phone. It was some telemarketers that wanted me to send money to help for pro-life.
You should tell them, send me some money.
I know. And she said something about President Bush, and she was just gabbing on and on and on and on and on
Yeah.
to try to get some legislator changed or something. And so I just hung up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I said, I don't have no money to give. I thought to myself, I don't have no money. I don't know. If I had money to give, I'd give it to you.
Oh yeah, don't be telling Steven you don't have money.
So I just hung up on her because she wouldn't shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, they just don't know how to shut up. I told her no, and then she just kept right on and on and on. So they're not even supposed to be calling me on that phone.
Mm.
So I don't know how they got my name.
Oh, they did it.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So I just hung up on her because she wouldn't shut up.
This call was from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
That's what you do with most of them people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Did you find out if I can come visit Sunday or if someone else is?
I'll find out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steven's family is beating down the doors to go visit
It
him.
don't seem that long, but I guess.
Yeah, it goes fast when you're talking.
I know. Oh. So, yeah.
Yeah, nothing else. I can call you back later.
Huh?
That's nothing else. I can call you back later.
Yeah,
I'll let you know.
Okay, you can do that. There she is.
I agree, Becky.
Oh, I hate that when they do that. It's probably her again, and I ain't gonna talk to her.
Yeah.
So, I miss you.
Let me see too.
You're my honey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I think that's Elvita. My sister's talking to her. Oh.
Yeah, nothing else after 7 or somewhere around 7 or 8.
Okay, you can do that.
Yeah. Okay, I'll talk to you later then.
Okay.
Okay then.
Bye.
Bye.
Next is call number 344 at 5:41 p.m. and is 20 minutes and 15 seconds.
Hello?
This is a public communication services collect call from.
Yeah, me.
An inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
I know.
So?
Yes. I know.
Well, she always answers the phone?
I know. I'm sitting down. She runs. I said, forget it. I might as well just stay sitting here. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Come and sat down for a while.
Yeah. You sit down and watch your TV.
That's what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm watching some shit.
Shit.
It's not called that. It is called hello.
It sounds like shit, though.
I don't know.
Well, pick that up, whatever you got. Down.
Oh,
So what do you have for supper?
shit.
Well, see, shit.
Some kind of meat, it had peas in it and it had corn, carrots in it and gravy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And meat. Like a stew.
Yeah. It's junk garbage.
Huh?
So nobody called?
No.
Oh.
Father.
Oh. Oh. Did he take a radio up there with him?
No.
Why not?
No, I don't think she did. Not that I know of.
It's snowing out.
Is it snowing up there?
Yeah, that's what she said. Debbie said.
Oh, yeah, I gotta look out here.
It's been snowing.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Well, I don't think it's snowing here. I think that's rain.
Oh. Yeah, it'll be snowing then.
It'll be spaghetti.
That girl called her from New York.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm.
I guess she's going to come down.
Well, I know she's coming down.
Then she wants to do an interview with her.
Yeah. Gonna get on TV?
Yeah. She wants to talk to everybody who's for me.
Huh?
Who's for me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's already talked. I guess she must talk to her box.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. I wonder what they said.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah, well, she better keep her story straight,
Who?
Debbie.
I would say.
Yeah, because she's married here. I'm going to have to tell her that. No.
Yeah.
I was going to call Roy, but I think it's Friday. I think he goes out for fish.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know. And Friday nights he goes out for fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I was going to ask you something.
What?
And I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Sitting home.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to get a storm.
You know?
That's why I did everything today, really.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then you can look through that book and look for the thing for the summer bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we planned on doing that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't know if Bobby's going to get it.
I think you just should sell it to PH.
Yeah. Because he told me I was guilty anyway. And none of them do give a shit about me anyway. Yeah.
What did Brian say to you that day?
Yeah, you two got an argument or something.
Didn't he say why?
Because they don't care for me.
But the kids don't care for you?
Yeah, none of them care for me, you told them.
Wait, I told him, let's see, what did I tell him? Well, he said that you never worked on their cars. I said, well, shit, he didn't. He always was working on your cars.
No.
Yeah.
Where do they always get the parts?
I don't know.
Yeah, on the yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, freebies, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, after I said that, though, then he shut his mouth. Thought he was so smart.
Yeah.
I think I said, you holler at your mom like that, but you ain't gonna holler at me like that.
Yeah.
Bunch of bullshit.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh. Yeah, otherwise how'd he gonna get his engine in his car if I didn't give him my thing?
Yeah.
No.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Yeah, you'd have to go buy one.
Yeah, you always helped them. That's all you did was work on their vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everything I sold for her, she made a profit.
Yeah.
Except for the tracker. But that was junk anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Piss on him, though. There ain't no reason why he couldn't start paying on that.
Taking what?
Paying on that summer bill if you wanted it.
No, no. He's gone. There's nobody down there.
Oh, no?
They're even gone.
Oh.
I don't know where Brendan went. Not with her, I know that.
No.
Blaine is by Mike.
No.
Bobby, where the heck, she said, she called me up to ask me if I had some heating pads. The ones in the basement, them old ones. I said, no, I threw them all away. There might be some down there. There ain't no good. They haven't been down there for how many years?
No.
I think somebody has frozen up water over there. They're going to put those heating pads around it.
That's good. No.
Why can't they go get some heat tape?
Yeah. Go buy some.
House down. Not a heating pad you can't put on there because it burn the house down.
No.
Happy New Year, Hazel.
She looks like a pig. She's got her nose up in the air.
Yeah. Yeah.
Knock it off. Look at it. It goes way on this side. Everybody does. Let me see yours. Get out of here. No.
No.
You didn't get it somewhere. No, that's good.
No. I don't know. Fucking around when it costs money.
Oh, wait.
Fucking around and costing money.
Yeah. This is costing money. Go sit down there for an hour.
We ain't gonna talk to Albert.
No.
No.
It's costing money. You stick your fingers on my nose. I'll blow my nose on you.
Yeah. Where did you get that 100 when you sent me?
Out of 100 I had left from Christmas.
I'm gonna give you that back then.
No.
Yeah.
You should get that. Let's see, I sent it out today, so you should get it. Monday, I would say.
Maybe that when I give it to the Blazer. Yeah. Or the snowmobile. Well, if you find that guy for the snowmobile, Earl can pick that up, put it on the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you have to change the spark plugs in it. Because I had it fall out.
Had it what?
It fell out on me.
What fell out?
The snowmobile. It fell out. Fall out. And it got too much gas.
Oh!
Yeah. Well, Earl knows that already.
Well,
Yeah.
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 I hope you find it. I don't know. Otherwise, they got it. They would have to have it.
Yeah. Oh, you have to go down to the DNR then.
He said I could get that at the,
One of your apartment?
yeah. I don't know if I can.
No, I don't
He
think
said
so.
by TAs, though. You should have them.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go. Well, you can go by TA and get one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he would know more about it. Than
Yeah. Yeah. Then you can take it down by that guy.
Yeah. So I would do it out.
Yeah.
I would hope he lives there.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I said it was raining.
Yeah.
Yeah. The snow will be gone, but it's going to be icy.
Yeah, but we're supposed to get up to, what they say?
Dad said it's snowing up there. There's about a half an inch already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't be with it.
Yeah, that's enough Christmas we could have had.
Yeah.
A white Christmas.
Yeah. Wait till 2 weeks, then it can snow.
Yeah.
If I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. I think so, though. They got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He checks up on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got
Maybe Steve had some news too.
Mickey and Maddie are behind me.
Yeah.
Mallory is currently sticking her nose in a tent.
What do you mean by which tape?
I know, he said he had a tape and he just got in.
Maybe for the trial.
I don't know.
Oh, he didn't tell you?
No.
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 That's just the other tape.
What other tape?
Green Bay tape.
Green Bay tape?
Yeah.
For what? No.
I said, "Where's your penis?" And she brought me her penis.
Yeah, well, you don't even know about that.
Oh, no?
No.
Oh, what do you mean about that?
No.
There's
It's a couple hours long.
the penis.
Yeah, he said it. That's what he said.
And that was what? 3 hours long, huh?
I don't know.
1 to 5? 1, 2, 3, 4.
5:30, 6 o'clock, isn't it?
Well, I figure 4 hours.
Well,
You know, 5 o'clock it was. A little over 5. Yeah.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Well,
you mark these times down today?
yes,
Okay, and how long?
yes.
Okay.
I'll mark everything down.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, put it from zeros.
Yep, it started with zeros today.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, by that time, my blazer will be gone on the solo bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I have some money when I get out.
Yeah, if you get out in 2 weeks.
Yeah. That's another thing. So long as they lower the bail or put property on it, I'll be out by the next day then. I don't know if I'm going to get out the same day.
Right.
I don't want to deal with Debbie though.
I think you better tell her.
Huh?
Mary, I had to buy it when I saw it. It's just ridiculous. I can't believe they made it like that. My dogs are Mallory is a pit lab mix. And then Mickey is a Chihuahua
I don't know either.
mix.
I don't know, maybe she's a bunny.
But I don't know what else he's mixed with because he's ginormous. So nowhere near Chihuahua size.
Yeah.
And then Maddie, the little one, is Chihuahua Min Pitten. But all are rescues, so we don't know for sure what they are.
Just get information.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you ask her where she got that picture from?
No.
Well, next time you talk to her, ask her.
I think from the newspaper.
Or you ask her.
Yeah. Yeah.
She certainly won't do it.
Mallory has to have some chow in her because her tongue is half black. Yes, Aussie. Pit bull is American Staffordshire Terrier.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Everybody told her not to, and then she did it anyway.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know. I know that night when she was here, her sister and her daughter called her
Yeah.
to see if she was here.
Yeah. Maybe she'll come there and never leave, huh?
I didn't think she was going to leave. And Daddy himself wants to go with us. Well, we'll go see a couple trees.
Yeah, go with Chucky.
Yeah, go with Chucky.
Hazel, I just saw the post to approve of yours in MAM Gossipers is our group where you can post anything in, and I just approved Hazel's post.
He even said she could spend the night. I don't think he told her that, but he said to me.
It's Mary, it's HUA HUA. CHIHUA HUA. Chihuahua. Hoa. Hoa. Hello, Millbilly. Happy New Year.
Well, what kind of shit you listening to?
That's about it. Shit. What is this? Chill.
It's on cable?
What channel is that? 91.
Oh.
Who knows? Disney Channel. Disney Channel.
Oh. Oh. I think nothing else. We'll take off 2 of them off of there. That way it'll be cheaper.
To what?
2 things.
Well,
Yeah. You know, HBO we don't need. Better knock it down a lot. Better knock it down maybe $30-40.
well,
Yeah.
well, then maybe I could afford it yet.
Yeah. Well, if I sell that stuff, we can afford it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if I sell a truck and I sell a solar bill, you're about $3,000 there.
Yeah, but there's phone bills.
You know, or $1,000 for the phone.
That don't take long to make out $1,000 of phone calls.
No. 2 weeks.
I know.
No, a month. 2 weeks.
About,
2 weeks, $500.
now there's 2,500 to $3,000 already.
But we're gonna get that all back.
We're gonna get that all back. That's all yours.
Yeah, well, some of it's yours.
What? That little deck that I put in there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, put something else on.
Yeah, I guess she's gonna come down. She's gonna interview everybody. You should really call her maybe
7 o'clock?
For what?
and see what the other ones all said. No, we can wait. Do the other stuff first. Look in that book, see if you can find that card. Yeah.
Oh, how about this camera?
What other kind of papers are on there? In there?
It's in the envelope.
That's what I know. You said that, but you said there's other papers in there.
Yeah, it's in the envelope, and there's other papers in there for the symbol bill.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This
That's
call may be monitored or recorded.
The whole thing is for the symbol bill. I know it's from the BMV motor something,
Yeah.
or DNR or something.
No, that's from the National Resources.
Yeah. That's what it is.
No, I was thinking, but I couldn't figure out what it
Yeah,
was.
Natural Resources.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose it's been 20 minutes.
Well,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. Okay, you can call me back maybe about. What time is it? It's 6 o'clock, ain't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe 8 o'clock
Yeah.
for about 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay then.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. The last call for December 30th is call number 345. This was 7:39 p.m. The call lasts 15 minutes and 20 seconds. This will be the last call of this video and the last call of the day, since December 31st is another almost 2.5 hours. And I think Jeff is done working on the kitchen for the day.
The use of three-way or a call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Is it snowing?
No, really?
Huh?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
It's very beautiful. I love it.
Yeah. I don't,
Why?
because I can't see it. Yeah.
Roll down the window.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish. Yeah.
So, here's Grandma.
Okay.
Kayla is definitely hyper.
Hello?
Huh? What?
What?
What are you doing?
Me? Watching Super Nanny.
Oh, yeah?
Super nanny.
I see. What are you doing, Chucky?
I'm in the garage.
What are you doing?
Watching Super Nanny.
No, welding up a pipe.
Huh?
Welding up a pipe.
On what?
No, needs a pipe.
What? On what?
Minivan.
On a minivan?
Yeah.
On your kids?
Test tube.
On your kids?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. He's still driving that?
Not for long.
Oh. Yeah. Where's his car?
It's here.
Oh. Oh. No, you don't run that no more?
You better not.
Oh. Oh.
The roads are glare ice. 25, 30 miles an hour. He said he had to go here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Roll must be on the ice system and he was going 32.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Well, you're bad.
Yeah? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, I want you to call Jim and leave it on his answer machine
What?
and tell him I want all of this goddamn shit done before we go to court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Why, you hearing some other shit?
No,
Oh.
but I want it all done.
Well, yeah, I hope he would have it all done by then.
Yeah, he can go take, holler at all them state troopers too.
Or 95% of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that'll convince the judge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Millbilly, lots of people have the flu. I got the flu shot for the first time in my life this year, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know who Jim is,
I've
Mary.
been watching this movie.
What?
I've been watching this movie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Maybe people who have skipped ahead know who this Jim is.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
I'll get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got my cell phone?
It's in the kitchen on the charger. Why?
Why is it on the charger? You got two batteries.
I don't know.
Call Debbie. Tell her she got a block on it.
You're kidding.
No?
She just paid that. You didn't call that many times there, did you?
Well, she likes to talk. It's got to be $500.
Oh, yeah, it would have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hang on, I gotta get up.
Mm. Yeah, I just tried it.
That's my weather. Running a weather thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's your number?
920.
Wait. Okay. 920.
667.
667. 7
4 4
4 4
4
4
4.
4.
Can you tell us you got a block on it? No. No. I was supposed to call between 7 and 8, I told her. Tell her I can't call. She was, oh my God. Is it ringing?
No, what did you do? Where did I shut it again? Okay, let's try that over.
920
2 0
66 7
6 7
4 4
4 4
0 4.
4 10. There, now I might go.
No. Mm-hmm. Is it ringing?
Yep.
Oh. Oh.
Debbie? Huh? Yeah. All right. You got a block on your phone. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Aha, Nana. The investigator.
Okay then. Oh, okay. Bye.
What'd you say?
Okay. Bye.
Mm.
She says that's so sweet. Okay. Bye. Yeah.
No.
No, I was sitting down with this library on my back.
Uh-huh.
It seems like it's helping my neck.
Oh,
Huh?
yeah.
Yeah, just tension in there.
How can you have that phone on?
Oh, see, sweaty, sweat.
What? When you're supposed to have the phone off.
Well, how was your winter though, Aussie? Because I've been told whatever your winters are flu-wise,
That's why
that
you got too bad.
we copy that.
Steven.
Oh.
Chucky or Steven,
Mm.
she said.
Mm.
I got almost all my wash done.
Oh, what time did Earl come back?
I don't know if he's back yet.
Mm.
I couldn't tell you. He was on the road when Kayla called him.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know there's snow up north.
Yeah, Dad said it's snowing hard up there. It
Yeah.
was about 1.5 inches before.
Yeah, there ain't supposed to get much.
I don't know, up to 7 inches we're supposed to get.
No.
No, 3. No, it's 3?
Maybe.
1 to 3 and 4. Oh, yeah?
Maybe.
North of 3 there.
And I think up to 4 inches up north, maybe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Who said that?
She did.
What, you did?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know you were on the phone.
No. Yeah.
She said she has to do something about it. I don't know how she can do something today.
No. She can't.
No, until Monday. Where's she getting all the money from?
She sold her cows.
That's funny, Aussie.
Well, she must be spending it. She said she had about $900 left.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I said, well, quit spending it then.
Oh.
So, but I can't.
She had some money.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that Lori could do.
Yeah?
Yeah, save money.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to Ron today, and I said, Lori was real skinny before.
Mm.
Yeah, she said she was almost like Barbara.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, and now you should look like her. She almost needs 2 chairs.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, so you can call investigator. You can call investigator tonight and put him on the answer machine.
Well, I can put on the answering machine, yeah.
Yeah. And tell him I want this done before we go to court.
Yeah.
And that's the
I
7th.
would think you would have to have it done by that time.
Well, we'll make sure.
The most important ones, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that'll prove that she was still alive when I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or when I was locked up, she was still alive.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And then they'd have to throw the murder case out.
Well,
yeah, really, they'd have to.
yeah.
But see, what I want to know is I got a hunch. Them state troopers,
Yeah.
they were through all them houses before. They were through yours, Chucky's, and mine, and Barbara's, before the warrants were even out.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, and that's what I got hunch.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Mhm. That's what I got hunch.
I couldn't tell you even what's all missing from here, unless I'd done a good cleanup job.
Yeah, but she still wouldn't know.
Oh, I don't know. I'd be close to it. Oh, yeah. I know what's in my house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
No.
And what kind of animal is in your house? Animals in whose house?
Yeah.
Mine?
What kind of animal is in this house?
Mice.
Dog.
There's more than that.
Eggs.
More than that.
What else?
Rat.
Well, you're one of them. Yeah. Okay. I don't have any other rats.
I am not a rat. I am a human being.
No, she's a fat rat.
You said you're a fat rat.
You're real dirt. I am not.
That is not cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're a butthole.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, look through that blue book tomorrow and everything.
She's 14 or 15. How old did they say she was when she told the lie about Brendan? So she's 14 or 15, because she also said in here that her birthday was coming up soon. You don't call a young girl fat. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's just kicking a boot.
Yeah.
And does he not have a mirror? I know he's in prison or in jail, but he's not thin himself. Well, Hazel, she's got the low IQ. I mean, go look at her affidavit. Her when they have her write out the Brendan. All you have to do is look at that to know her IQ.
Well,
Yeah, maybe next week Friday and stuff.
I don't give a shit about that.
It's nice to watch.
And you can get it on StephenAveryCase.org.
Channel 26, they're going to have that on.
I'm still here, Miley, but we're almost done. This is the last call, and we'll be we won't be doing another day up. So it's ending in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, I understand, I suppose. Maybe I'll be, after I get to hear it, I might be glad I should have went to bed.
I don't know.
I hope not.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, I suppose nothing else.
Yeah, okay. Dad's calling me back, I think, by 8:30. I think he's going to call back.
Yeah.
I want to say goodbye to him too.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll tell her bye.
Wait. Sheila? Huh?
Yes.
What? This one?
What?
Hey?
What?
Oh, you scared me.
What are you doing?
I Say something now.
What? Yeah, good night, then. Not enough. I'll see you tomorrow.
See, it fills me with joy.
Yeah, okay then.
Okay, then.
I suppose, if nothing else. Yeah. It fills me with joy. Did you just hear Dolores? The way she was laughing? That's the joy that Kayla brings to her. So, maybe Kayla isn't everybody's cup of tea because she is, as we're hearing on these calls anyway, that she's quite hyper. Um, but she makes Dolores laugh. And it really upsets me how the family has treated Kayla. I know. Hey, Trish. Um, when I was talking to Steven, he had told me that he hired Kayla to take care of Dolores. That's awesome. And then he later told me that they got rid of her because she was the one being accused of stealing money from Dolores, which now was found out that it was actually Christopher who did it. That's Carla's brother, Chuck's son. Anytime anything bad happens, they blame Kayla. And why they're so desperate to keep Kayla away from Dolores when none of them could give two shits about her unless there's something in it for them. They know the supporters care about Dolores. So they're going to drag her out, take pictures of her to say, see, look, we're with Dolores. So now donate to our GoFundMe. Yeah, Millbilly. Chris Avery lives at the salvage yard currently. At least he did spring of last year. Christopher was living in the trailer on the other side of the office with his girlfriend. So that was the trailer that Chuck had been living in until Chuck moved into Barb's. Okay, sorry. Just got an email. Hazel says, was that the money that went missing from the garage, the $5,000 belonging to Alan? No, this was not that. It was like, now I don't remember. See, it's a number. I don't remember. I want to say it was like 500 that was at Dolores's house that they accused Kayla of taking. So I don't know if Christopher is also who took that 5,000. I remember there being 5,000. But see, 5,000 is what Stephen got for making a murderer for the first one. And Brendan got 5,000. And then there was the GoFundMe that made a shit ton of money. And it was one GoFundMe and the money was to be divided between both guys. Oh, Christopher just had a baby. Oh my. And once Kathleen took Stephen's case, she took Stephen's share. And then Brendan's share went into an account that had Chuck, Barb, and in 2005, Christopher just had a baby. Okay. Chuck, Barb, and Dolores on it. And no money could come out of that account unless two people signed off on it because they didn't want Barb to give the money to Scott. And that money has never been given to Brendan's attorneys. And I know that Kathleen asked for Brendan's share to pay for testing. And so Barb put the question to Brendan to make up allegedly his own decision, even though Barb was against him taking that money. And then Brendan said no, he did not want his money given to Stephen because Stephen wouldn't pay it back. So that money is allegedly still in an account, but nobody knows for sure. Then when Barb and Carla were on their break, Barb started up her own GoFundMe. And then with that money, Becky, she did buy stuff for Brendan's room. It was at the time that Brendan's conviction was overturned, and they were really convinced that he was going to be released. And Barb thought it would be great to go buy stuff for his room and show it to supporters. So she bought a TV and a game system, that kind of stuff that went in the room she has in her house that's for Brendan. Now remember, Brendan's never lived in that house. They bought the house while he was in jail. And then they took pictures of that. But then there was still a lot of money in the account. But then once people started getting suspicious, they asked Barb to post an accounting to see how much money's in there and where it's gone. And she refused and then took down the GoFundMe. So nobody knows for sure what happened with that money. Okay, it was $700. Thank you, Nana. Yeah, no, Mary, it was not donated. It was stuff that was bought with Brendan's money. Then they later did something where like supporters bought put money together and bought Brendan a guitar, which he's never played guitar. And so they did that for him, which still makes no sense to me to have those things when you don't know for sure when he's coming out, especially when it's electronics, a TV or a game system, because those things get outdated so fast. But it's what Barb wanted to do. So that was supporters' money, but supporters were fine with her doing that because they, it's going for Brendan and it'll make Brendan happy. So even though it was dumb to buy that stuff, that's not shady, but the rest of the money is all, where is it? So, and then Scott bought a new truck. So there you have it. And then now we don't hear about GoFundMes as much anymore, which is really funny because that's what the family has used against me, is because I refused to promote their fundraisers on Stephen Avery Project because I just don't agree. Because the family has shown to be too shady. So no money should go through the family at any point. So if you want money to go to Stephen or Brendan, it should go to Stephen or Brendan directly. It makes no sense to have money for Brendan going to his mom. While he's in prison. What good does that do him to have money sitting in an account for his mom? Just put it right in their commissary. So, and that makes it out like I'm a bad person. And what was used against me with Steven this last time, because I have not talked to Steven since Father's Day, is Sandra told him that I was talking bad about his mother. And that upset him. But actually what it was is at that time her washer dryer broke, and they were doing a thing that they were claiming that they were raising money for her to get a new washer dryer. And what I had said is, it pisses me off that they don't do anything to take care of Dolores unless supporters find out something and want to help Dolores. And then B, if people want to help Dolores, then help Dolores. Do not funnel money through any of those other people, because sure, they'll give some to Dolores, but then how much is going in their pocket? 1 for Dolores, 1, 2, 3 for me, 2 for Dolores, 10, 11, 12 for me. So I would never talk bad about Dolores, ever. Dolores is the only one that has remained 100% loyal to Steven from start to finish. Kayla, when I used to talk to Kayla all the time, she had told me how upset she was because her grandmother has never had air conditioning. And that as she's getting older, it's getting harder for her to handle the heat. And she said she's told both her dad, Earl, and Chuck, grandma needs an air conditioner, and they didn't care. And that she was going to try and save her money to buy her grandma an air conditioner. And I said, I've got an air conditioner just sitting here doing nothing. I'll bring it up there, and Jeff will put it in for her. And then I said something on a live about it, that I was going to bring Dolores an air conditioner. And then all of a sudden, Chuck and Earl got an air conditioner for her. So the woman had never had air conditioning in her life. Those are the things that bother me. So they still wouldn't have done anything about her having an air conditioner if I hadn't have said anything. If I hadn't said I was going to do it. So, and that again is showing how Kayla cares about her grandma. Wants her grandma to have air conditioning. Drives me nuts. So, all right. So that is the end of December 30th. We're not going to start a new video because December 31st is 7 calls. That equals about 2 hours and 20 minutes. So, oh wait, Becky says PayPal for Dolores, was it set up by Alan? No. Alan's not online, nor is Dolores. Dolores does not have an email account. Dolores does not have a PayPal. It was set up with Earl and Carla. Oh God, Nana. Yeah. When I get to those, when Dolores is treated badly, yeah. I'll lose it. So I'll probably go live tomorrow. What do I have tomorrow? I have dinner at my mom's house tomorrow. So I'm free during the day, and Jeff will be at work tomorrow. So I will go live tomorrow, where we will then finish off December. Woohoo. So, all right, I am out. And have a good rest of your evening or day, depending on where you're at. Happy New Year to everyone. Alan didn't set up an account. Nope. Alan didn't set up an account. So, all right. I'm going to keep rambling on. Jax, you could always I know, be happy. I have sped it up before, and then other people from, like, around the world couldn't understand. Um, so that's why we went back to the normal speed. So, I mean, maybe tomorrow I'll do the speed it up and we'll see how it goes. You know, couldn't hurt to try it again because I believe when I sped it up before, it was when we were doing the lives on Facebook, not when we were here on YouTube. Not that that really makes any difference, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to try it again to try and get through these freaking things a little faster because oh my god, is it tedious going over the same things over and over and over again? So, all right, yes. Leaving now. It is 4:36 p.m. my time. And yeah, I unless something pops up tomorrow, I've got nothing until going to dinner at my mom's house. So, and I cleaned my house the other day and did all the laundry. So I don't even have little stuff I need to get done. So all is good. All right. So suppose if you ain't got nothing else,